Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll continue our B4X Pages series. We'll take a look at creating new B4X Pages project. We'll take a look at the folder structure of B4X Pages project. We'll add new models to the B4X Pages project, and then we'll also access the models from other platforms like A for Android, and then B for I for iOS, or B for J. We'll also try and import some external models into the B4A IDE. Let's get started. Please, if you are new here, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be able to receive notification when I post new tutorials. First, let's create a new B4X Pages project. To do that, you launch your IDE. I'll be using B4J. Then from there I go to new file, the new B4X Pages project, and I'll give it a name. Let me name my project model. I have create new folder ticked so that all the project will be in one folder. Now that my project is created, let's take a look at the folder structure of B4X Pages. This is our project. Now when we take a closer look, we can see that we have B4A folder, which contains 4 files. We have the B4I folder, also containing 3 files. B4J folder, also contains 4 files. B4A is the ID for coding Android applications, B4I for iOS applications, B4J for desktop applications, Java applications, IoT and the likes. And this shared folder, you can put your assets into it, images, videos, anything that you need to share between the platforms, you can put it here. Our main concern is this folder structure. This location is called the parent folder for the project. This is the parent folder for the project, which means this B4X image for X main page.bas model file model, you can, when you open B4A IDE, you should be able to see it there because it's linked there. So you can see we have B4X main page, right? This is the B4A IDE. When you go to the B4J, that main page is still there. This main page is shared across the platforms. Okay, now let's go to adding new models. Let's create our own models. To do that, you go to project, add new model, class model, B4X page. Let's name this one act dashboard. Now let's take a critical look over here. There is this thing called add model to parent folder. This is very important. This is because just as the B4X main page file, if you want to share this model with all other platforms, it is best you add it as a parent level file. So let's take a look. I'll click OK. Now let's take a look. This is our folder, the main parent folder. Good. Now when I save, I'll save the B4J file. Let's see what happens. That model I created as a parent level model appears here. Good. But then it's not automatically shared with other platforms yet. What you have to do is the next thing we'll talk about, which is adding or accessing models from another platforms. So let's take a look. To access this model from B4A IDE, let me also launch the B4I IDE as well. To access the model from B4A IDE, what you do is you go to project, add existing model. Now let's go to the desktop, go to the project folder which we named model. Then you can see that the dashboard is here. We click, and then we have this dialog, which is also very important. If we want this dashboard model to be shared across the platforms, we have to link the B4J one to that same thing, B4A to this file, B4J also to this file, and also the B4I will also link it there. That is the importance of adding parent level models. Okay, so in B4I, you go to project, add existing model, you go to your project folder, you locate the model you want to link, open, you click link to relative path. So now that we've linked it to B4I, let me also click OK on the B4A. Good. Let's save. Project, add existing model, dashboard, link. Okay, good. So we've linked to the 3 platforms. Let's take a look at what will happen. Let me open the B4J here. This is B4A, right? Where is B4I? Okay, so now the reason why we link them is this. As we link, it means they are all sharing or picking code from one main point, okay, which is the at dashboard in the parent folder. Now if I make any changes to this code here, let me give a comment here, hello world, right? This is a comment from B4J side, and I save. What it means is all other models will pick it up. The B4A has picked it, but as soon as I move to B4I2, it's also picked from here. If I type something in B4I, which is for iOS, this is B4I, and I save, and I go back to B4A, I should be able to see it. When I go back to B4J, I should be able to also see it here. That's the power of the cross-platform for B4X. Okay, let me delete this. So assuming I have another model I want to add, which will be shared still with all the platforms, I just have to go to project. This time let me do it in B4A. So project, add new class model, B4X page, add to parent model. Let me bring this our parent folder. Let's take a look. Then I also name it model, let's say from B4A, right? But we are adding it to the parent folder. Okay, as soon as we save, we should be able to see it here. Okay, there may be some instances where you want to save the model, or the model is only unique to one platform. Maybe there is a code base which you all just wanted to be used in B4A or exclusively for B4I. In that case, you don't need to select the parent folder, right? Let's create such model. So you go to project, add new model, class model, before X page. But this time we will not select the parent add to parent model. Let's create this and say unique before A and click OK. I'll create one in before I as well. So before I add new class model, before X page, unique before I, and click OK and then save. Now when I go to before I folder, you can see that here we don't have the unique before I or unique before A models here. But when you go to before I, you should be able to see it here, unique before I. When you go to before A, we'll see it here. Let me save before A. Good. You can see it's here, unique before A. Before J will not have it because we didn't create it. We didn't create it in before A. Before J, sorry. This is very interesting. So let's look at adding external models. So assuming you have a model from another project, or you have a code shared folder where you have a code base or a lot of models that you want to import one. Sometimes there are classes which you want to import into your project. Okay, you can either copy it to the parent folder, which is this side, or you can also link it. You can link to that file. So to do that, using before J, I will minimize this too. Using before J, we go to project, add existing model. Then my file is located on drive D. It's called compute 11. So I open. So the same question comes, whether if I should import it, copy it to my project folder, or copy it to the parent folder, or link it. So you have a choice. Whether if the file is useful where it is, you just link to it, which means any changes you make here, any other project that accesses that file, that changes will reflect across board. But if you don't want that, you just want to copy that code base and modify it for your existing project, then you can also copy it to your parent folder. When you copy it to your parent folder, it means the changes you do here will affect it only in your project. So when I go to the parent folder for this project, I should be able to see it here, which is here. So when I do changes here, it shouldn't affect or will not affect the original file. But when you link to the original file, that means when you edit this code or delete something from this code, it will affect the original file and any other project that depends on that module.